Hey everybody, Zone here, back with an update on the Bleed Heartseeker build. So right now I am level 87, running Empowered Monoliths. Only just now reached Empowered Monoliths, killed one harbinger already in Age of Winter. TLDR, build is good, it works. The damage is okay, we are surviving most stuff, we have to play actively. We have to be catching our Dark Weavers in order to keep ourselves alive in Monolith, but honestly it's fine, we are quite fast. But let me just show you, get right to it. So let's go over the items real quick here. So I just now got my tier 7 Heartseeker chest piece here. I've not used it yet, so we are just running like a random Kestrel I found on a Nemesis. It's really like kind of shit, honestly, but it's nice. I'm actually debating on trying to get a farm Kestrel later on, because the quality of life I found I got from this body armor was insane. Plus one all skills, effect of haste, 7% movement speed, and because we are gonna be having 100% uptime on haste while we are playing Monolith because of Kestrel and because of our rogue passive here, it's actually a quite nice upgrade. Eventually I'll show our movement speed with Monoliths. It's about 99% when we are playing Monoliths. Otherwise I'm using Corsair's Blood Call because I've not found the Heartseeker recurve chance yet. It's actually quite decent. You can just play with it until you find like your tier 7 Heartseeker helmet, and then shatter this and put the sockets back in. My bow, so what I found out about playing Heartseeker here, we actually want to prioritize attack speed as much as we can here. And I'm gonna show my path tree, and it's gonna reflect that as well. So it's gonna be a tier 6 attack speed with a tier 5 damage over time. The base is also quite important here. Yeah, just whatever bleed we can get on them before like it breaks and lose our forging potential. Sanguine Horde, again, only for the bow attack speed and damage over time. Leech, the rest is just not important. Just like a random tier 7 damage over time, whatever resistance amulet I found. Physical damage and damage over time, and some resistances on the rings. Same here. Dexterity on this one. Zerik's gloves, I found woven echo could shatter our Zerik set pieces. I found a tier 6 damage over time glove with open prefix and slammed the damage over time onto it, and then got some. I had already like the hybrid health and some cold resistance. And before comment section begins to tell me, Zone, go use Salt the Wound gloves, get critical multiplier. I've done a test with a crit multi-bow I have right here. I had this bow before I swapped to this one. I tried to run Salt the Wound. It's actually not as good as Eric's grid. Again, I did only by like testing out on a dummy at the arena area. I found out I'm getting more damage by running these. I get more defense out of these right now, so I'm running these. You can try and maybe stack Salt the Wound. I find that I do more damage and feel more comfortable using these gloves. Everybody, yeah, there's the Salt the Wound gloves I found. They actually had like pretty amazing rolls as well. But again, I found out that I'm just doing more damage with Zerix. Below the Exile, I found these boots. I have two of them. One had really bad bleed duration. This one has good bleed duration. I'll try and slam probably tier 7 dexterity on these in preparation for when I get red rings. Valdirs, just regular Valdirs with like a good bleed duration roll as well. I got quite lucky here. Idols are whatever. Health, just regular resistance stuff. Only these idols like semi-decent now. With physical damage over time. Crimson Shroud duration. And all that. Blessings. One thing I want to emphasize on blessings. Get hero physical resistance shred instead of physical resistance. It's way better. I'll update the build planner as well down below. Yeah, just like whatever blessings I found on the way. Ideally I find like a bleed the chance to bleed one eventually, right? A better one than this. But yeah, let's show how we clear monoliths. Let's run one monolith to show. And then I'm about to fight Lagon here. Against only 100 corruption because of like my leapfrogging echo did not spawn for my Age of Winter, so I don't know why that's the case. But yeah, here we go. So the gameplay is very simple. You just stack your 6 Bleeding Furies and just run, and you dash with your smoke bomb. Keep your Dusk Shrouds up. You don't really have to keep all of the Bleeding Fury stacked, by the way, for clear. We can just run pure Heartseeker here without getting any Bleeding Fury. But for bossing, you just charge it up really quickly. Where is the... We need to find a Forged Soldier here. So just keep smoke bombing, stay in the smoke bomb to survive. Pick up the black arrows because it gives you a lot of Dusk Shrouds. You can see I had like 15 Dusk Shrouds there. I usually have like above 10 Dusk Shrouds when I'm like actually actively trying to pick them up and stay inside the smoke cloud. Between 15 and 20 if I'm like quite lucky with my procs for my Dark Weaver tree and my Heartseeker tree, which I'll show after we gonna defeat Lagon here. But yeah, let's just keep clearing. The Leech is quite amazing, although I would like to find maybe a way to have my bleed faster somehow. I don't know if that's a thing yet. I do need to do some more research here, but I think right now the bleed is quite fine for doing basic power monoliths on very basic gear here. Yeah, let's get the champion here. Charge it real quick. That's it. Really easy killing these champions. As you can tell, by the way, I'm not using Hail of Arrows. It's just on my hotbar. Hail of Arrows is pretty much a dead skill right now. I've tried to make it work. Even with the quiver, it's actually quite trash. Here's the Forged Soldier, so we just smoke bomb, stay inside the smoke bomb, charge the Bleeding Furies, clear the big packs here. Be careful, kill Dominion. Dominion is quite scary. Kill this Alchemist possessed, and there we go. And you see how many black arrows are falling while we are fighting. This is because I've done some respecking. We had a very helpful fella in the comment section which noted that we can automate black arrows by getting Until Dawn. So instead of going quicken arrows, we just pivot over to Until Dawn, get all the points you can into it so we can proc it as 3-second cooldown, but you just want it always to come up as much as you can. Bleak Arrow, as we said. Crimson Shroud on pickup because we didn't have anything else to put our points in. Heartseeker. It's gonna be a bit different than what I initially said. So after testing on the dummies and finding out that this doesn't actually scale your damage over time, which makes sense when I think about it a little bit more. But again, should have tested it a bit more, I guess, but I couldn't test it before the patch, so now we are testing it. So now we know Bone Piercer does not in fact increase the damage as far as I can tell, at least on the dummy. That's why we have Sipping Wounds. Only 2 points in the Red Veil. I might actually test 1 point here if it actually is enough to keep 100% uptime on Crimson Shroud, but the big difference right now is gonna be these 2 points here. This I would ideally, when I get my socket my plus 4 levels of Heartseeker chestplate, I'm probably gonna max Hidden Skewer here. Dusk Shroud is what's keeping us alive in Monolith, and I want to get as many of them as I can. And Returning Daggers, Black Arrows, Black Arrows per 3 seconds too. So that's also what's giving us Black Arrows, so we can get a bit more damage, more Dusk Shrouds. So alongside this and us picking up this Nightfall, 5 Dusk Shrouds per every time we pick up a Black Arrow, and with Smoke Bomb, pretty much the same as we had on our initial planner here, not with Silver Shrouds and more Dusk Shroud and Generation. And yeah, we have Puncture here. I have extra points, so I just went for the Convert to Bleed and the Efficacious Toxins. Otherwise, there's also a neat thing that's going on here, by the way, with Puncture, and that's why I have 2 in Press the Attack here. Apparently, when your Heartseeker procs straight through, this Frenzy, it procs as well. I don't know if it's a bug. Right now, that's how Heartseeker works. That's how the proc works. So I'm getting Frenzy duration for 2 seconds instead of 1. and so we get even more attack speed. And yeah, Halo Wells, that's key. I need to find something better to socket it in. I'll do some testing. Maybe I'll get shift and stop using dash, although I love using smoke dash. It also works amazing with WASD, which is what I'm playing right now. Maybe decoy, maybe something else. Let's kill Lagon. I'll try and keep this video short. It is quite late, we are already after the stream, so yeah, it's a 100 corruption, Lagon. So again, we smoke bomb, 6 punctures, which is really fast, and now we just hold Heartseeker and hold A to dodge away. And yeah, just reply and you keep dodging, you always have 100% uptime on your smoke bomb, and that's it. Phase 1 complete. Yeah, keep picking back black arrows, put a smoke bomb in the middle. Try and stay inside. See, as you see, we're constantly dodging if we are getting hit. It's either glancing blow and we just regenerate. Sometimes we get one shot because again it's a dodge build when we're not fully stacked yet, but we try. And sometimes I'm playing sloppily and like don't pick up the arrows and don't go for them. But yeah, this is pretty much the gameplay. You just dodge around, hold your right click with your WASD, with your Heartseeker. And also I think WASD here is like definitely best play. Even if you're not used to playing WASD, I recommend trying it. It's really good range builds. You see how I'm able just to dodge. Okay, and just get 6 stacks of Bleeding Fury, and Lagon should be dead after this attack here. And as you see, Ward is about to die. Evade away, and he is dead. That's it. Easy peasy. Anything good? Ah, there we go. Lightning resistance replace. And that's it. Anything good? Any drops? Nope. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's the build update. I'll link the build planner down below. I'll link my character link down below. I'll link my updated loot filter. I've used Allie's loot filter as a base. I've obviously spec'd it for my needs here. I'll link it as well for your convenience, and I hope you guys enjoy the build. Hope to see you guys leaving some helpful comments. Maybe you can join the stream. You can join the Discord as well if you have like urgent questions. I'm always like trying to be available over there. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time.